All right, let's talk about the rumor that has everyone buzzing. A brand new, super affordable Tesla. We're going to break down what it could mean for your wallet, your daily drive, and maybe, just maybe, if this could be the last car you ever actually need to buy.
So, let's kick things off with a number that might just knock you off your chair. $93,000. Yeah, you heard that right. Believe it or not, that's what a single traditional gas-powered car could end up costing you over its lifetime.
So how on earth do you get to a number that big? Well, it's definitely not just the price you pay at the dealership. It's all those years of filling up the tank with gas that only seems to go up in price. It's the regular maintenance, the oil changes, and then there are those brutal surprise repair bills that always seem to hit when you least expect them and can just completely destroy a budget.
Okay, let's really dig into this $93,000 problem. We're going to take a closer look at how all these hidden costs sneak up on you over the years, especially if you're trying to stick to a fixed income.
Okay, so take a look at this. This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the gas car, where you're constantly shelling out money for fuel, dealing with frequent and costly maintenance, and always worrying about that next big repair. But on the other side, with this rumored new Tesla, the goal is to just wipe those problems right off the board.
So what's the solution then? I mean, what if you could buy one car that could basically end all those unpredictable bills for good? Imagine knowing exactly what your car is going to cost you for the next, say, 10 or 15 years.
And here it is. This is the number that's got everyone talking, $12,749. That's the rumored price for this new Tesla, and it's a number that could completely rewrite the rules of owning a car.
And get this, there's another figure being thrown around that's just as interesting, a monthly payment around $199. The whole idea here isn't just a car that's cheap to buy, but one that's genuinely affordable to keep running for a decade or even longer.
This quote on the screen, man, it just says it all, doesn't it? It completely changes the math of owning a car. This isn't just about a low sticker price. It's about getting rid of all those financial headaches, the gas bills, the constant trips to the mechanic, that make car ownership so stressful and expensive.
Okay, this all sounds amazing, right? Almost too good to be true. So you gotta ask, how is a price that low even possible? And, more importantly, how does that translate into actual savings for you in the long run?
Well, the thinking is, it all boils down to one core idea: radical simplicity. It's about building the car in a simpler way, with way fewer parts that can break. It's about designing it from the ground up for fewer repairs, focusing on what you actually need, giving it a battery that lasts, and even, get this, using good old-fashioned physical buttons instead of complicated touchscreens. It's all about reducing the chances of something going wrong.
And what's so brilliant about this approach is that it lines up perfectly with what so many of you have told us you actually want in a car. Things like a battery you can count on, simple controls, and above all else, reliability and a lower total cost over time. It's about function over flash.
Okay, let's pause here. We need to talk about something really, really important. In fact, this might be the most crucial part of this whole explainer. We've got to do a serious reality check.
So with all this hype, all this exciting news, and these incredible numbers, you're probably wondering, okay, where do I sign up? Can I reserve one of these today? And look, I have to be completely straight with you here. The answer to that question is a hard, absolute no.
Let me just be crystal clear so there is zero confusion. As exciting as all these reports are, Tesla has not officially announced anything. There are no final prices, and there are no reservation lists. Right now, as we speak, this car is still just a rumor.
This right here is the main takeaway. Please listen carefully. If anyone, I don't care who they say they are, asks you for a deposit or any money up front to get on a list for a Model 2, it is 100% a scam. Just hang up the phone, delete the email, and walk away.
Okay, now that we've got that vital warning out of the way, let's zoom back out and think about the bigger picture. If this car does become a reality, what could it really mean for you?
Not long ago, we asked our community what matters most when you're thinking about your next car, and the results were really eye-opening. The number one thing, by a long shot, wasn't the sticker price. It was the total cost to actually own and operate the vehicle over a decade or more.
But look, let's be real. Making a big switch to an electric car isn't without its worries, and you've told us exactly what's on your mind. The top 3 concerns are how long the battery will really last, whether you'll be able to find a charging station when you need one, and just, the learning curve of driving something so new. So that brings us to the final question, and this one's for you.
If all these rumors turn out to be true, if a reliable, simple electric car really hits the market for a price like $12,749, would that be the tipping point? Would this finally be the car that convinces you to go electric for good?